wanted to finish him early. It is what it is. I started my game plan, but obviously it didn't go through. But I dug deep and I went in the trenches. I trained hard for this fight, and it showed that I'm tough. I can stay in there. I can survive, and I put on a good show for the crowd.
How did the main event falling apart, all that? How did that affect you?
It didn't affect me at all. I had a job to do, and the job was still there, and it had to be done, and I got it done.
What did you make of the scorecards?
Hey man, I don't care about the scorecards, man. I got up. I won most of the rounds. I won more than him. He said he wants a rematch, but they say when you don't get it right the first time, why do it the second?
A lot of respect there at the end between you two as well.
Yeah, 100%. I was talking my shit. I wanted him to bring out the best of me. I wanted him to bring a good performance, and he did. I dug deep, and obviously I came out on top.
Never really seen that sort of edge from you. It's always been quite respectful. What made this one different?
He made the fight really hard to make. He wanted judges. He wanted judges. Obviously, because the amateurs. Yeah, he's just a sook, If he loses, he complains about the judges, this and that. So he wanted his judges. We tried to give him the judges that he wanted, but we couldn't because they weren't allowed it. So he had a sook. We had to pull out. He wanted so much, and like when we said we can't do it, he wanted to pull out. So all we did was like, you know what? We'll give you whatever you want just to make this fight happen, and we finally made it happen.
So he was going to pull out as well. He could have 2 points.
He was going to pull out as well, and he was going to pull out weeks prior to the fight. And it is what it is. That's why I didn't respect him as much. That's the real truth behind it. I wanted this fight to happen. He was saying that he was trying to make the fight happen. It would be good for Australia, this and that. But it was all bullshit. He was trying to pull out, and we just let him do whatever he wants. We let him get what he wants. Now I got what I want.
Some big names out here in Australia in the light heavyweights. Guys like Conor Wallace today. Sort of interest you?
Hey man, anyone. I called him out before. Crickets, but it is what it is. I want anyone and everyone. Doesn't matter. I'm just gonna keep getting better and better. Fight the best of the best here in Australia, and then we'll move overseas.
What is the latest between you and Conor? Because it's been a long simmering sort of rivalry.
Well, Conor has bigger plans. Obviously, like if I was in his situation and I had bigger fights, better money, I would have chose those fights too. It is what it is. That's the boxing game. It's all about feeding your family, and that's the decision that he made, and I respect it.
Can you see yourselves fighting at some point in the future?
100%. Like I said, as time goes by, things will fall into place and fights will happen.
What is next? You got the belt now, rankings, all that kind of stuff. Like, what do you want to do next?
Hey man, like I said, I had 2 weeks off, 5 weeks out of my camp. I was in hospital every single day. I slept in the hospital. I was there because I was having a daughter. So I'm blessed to have a daughter. She's 4 weeks old now. I'm just happy. I just want to go home and see her. I sacrificed my time. I was spending time with her. Wasn't holding her, not feeding her as much. But now that I got the victory and I did it for her, I'll go back home and spend time with my daughter and my son, and just give him everything, give him all the time and effort.
And just what does it mean? This is your backyard where you grew up. What does it mean to sort of headline a big fight back here, have big run?
Obviously it was supposed to be Tyson. This is his hometown. He wanted to bring the show here. He wanted to get that victory here. But it is what it is. I came here, I took over, and like I said, man, this is my hometown, and I ain't going over the loss. So yeah, I took Clay. It is what it is. I got the dub. He took the L. He wanted a rematch, but hey, man, we can't get it right the first time. Why do you want to do it the second?